Okay, so we will start with the box plot. So you need a minimum one, so that's the lowest one was 10. Okay, so that can go here. Lower quarter was 33, 30, 30, 32, 33 is exactly in the middle. Okay, and we can have the median, which is 43, 40, 42, 43 is here. That's it. Okay, then you want the highest number, maximum, which is your minimum, add your range, which is 10 add 65, that's 75 is your maximum. 7245, that's maximum. Then you need your upper quartile. Upper quartile is your lower quartile plus your interquartile range, then, isn't it? 33 plus 35, which is 68. 60, 2, 4, 6, 8. Right, I can get rid of these little dots in here, which I don't need. Then can join them out. Always remember, this is your minimum, this is your lower quartile, that's your median, that's your upper quartile, and that's your maximum. Okay, you don't need to label them, but you should know. Okay. Next one. Compare the distributions of these ones. So what are we comparing? We are comparing the lengths of here of red squirrels and gray squirrels. Okay. So who has a greater length? Let's see. Whatever squirrels greater length because they have a higher median. If you look at the median of this guy is 22, the median is 22, let's write it here. This median is 20, no, that's not 22, it goes up in ones, I think. 21, 22, yeah, 21, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 27. Okay, so of course, who has a greater length? So this guy, 27 compared to 21, isn't it? So that's gray squirrels. You could say in average. Okay, in average, gray squirrels have a greater length because they have a higher median. The other ones you could say, okay, is to do the with the what who has a more consistent length. Okay, so you can work out the interquartile range. What's this? 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 25, and that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 25 to 15. Because upper quartile take away lower quartile, yeah? 25 take away 15, that's 10. That's 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. And that's 21. 34 take away 21. So interquartile range here is 34 take away 21, which is 13. And which number? You don't want a higher number in this case, you want a lower number. So 10 instead of 13. So you want 10. So who is it? Red squirrels. Have a more consistent length because they have a smaller interquartile range. Remember, every single GCSE paper is going to have one of these questions. Out of that 3 papers, you're going to get 1 question. Always learn this properly out. Okay, there's no point getting these things wrong. Okay. in an interquartile range, you want a small number. In your median, you want a, compared to these two numbers, higher number. Higher number in median, small number in interquartile range. Learn. Next one. Okay. But by the way, when you read this, you could tell technically is a capture recapture question, which means tag overpopulation. How many? On Monday he caught 120 of them. He tagged all of them. So 120 over population is P equals to. Next one is 70 and 15. 15 were tagged. So 15 is tagged over population. Total is 70. Cross multiply it. That's 120 times 70. I'm just going to write 120 times 70 then straight away. I'm not going to work it out. You go to 15 times P. Take the 15, divide it here. That's gives you 560. Is the population. That's what they want. Work out the population. Total number of rabbits. Assumption. No. Tag. Fell off. Or you could say no rabbits died. Okay. Right. Next one is a, what is this? Scatter diagram. Should know. Write down the coordinates of this point. There is an outlier. Outlier means it does not fit the pattern. Who doesn't seem to fit the pattern is this one. What is the coordinate of this? That's 2, 4, 6. That's 1. So that's 1 then basically. 2, 1. Ignoring this outlier, describe the relationship between the number of hours and the temperature was greater than 0. And what relationship, what type of correlation is it? It's a negative correlation, because if you draw the line of out, line of best fit, there you go. That's I'm going to say that's your line of best fit, okay? Because you could say, because that way it's a negative correlation then, right? Now, if you think about it, when you draw a line of best fit, how many points on the top of the line? 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top. On the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom. You should have similar numbers. Like, of course, in here we're not going to get 4 and 4. That's rubbish. So okay, these are similar numbers. Good enough, right? That's how you check. Using a scatter diagram, explain was greater than how many hours? This is 5 hours. Okay, go to 5 hours. You see, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. This is 5. Okay, so this goes up in 2s, I think. 4.2, 4.4. I'm getting about 4.5-ish here, because it goes in the center. So my answer is 4.5. But I would say any answer between any answer between, shall we say, 4.2 to 5. Anything between 4.2 and 5, you're good. Okay? This anything between that is good enough. Work out the modal class. Modal, same thing. The highest frequency, remember? Frequency highest. No, that's not the highest. That's the highest. So t is greater than 20, less than and equal to 28. Okay, that's your modal class. Then they want the median. Median, you have to do cumulative frequency. 1, add it, keep adding. 3, 10, 18. And how to do median in that? A half of 18, which is 9th value. You want a number that is just higher than 9. Is it higher than 9? Nope. Is this higher than 9? No. Is this higher than 9? Yes. So this answer. 15. It's only a 1 more question. Okay. each one mark. For the part C is 3. But then they want the mean. Okay, so you need the midpoint. 7.5, 12.5, 17.5, 22.5. I'm going to get rid of these, to be honest, so you don't get confused. And you multiply them here. That's 7.5 times 1 is 7.5, 12.5 times 2 is 25, 17.5 times 7, which is 122.5, then 22.5 times 8, which is 180. Then I can do a total here. This total I know is from here 18 or whatever. You can add up if you want. 7.5 plus 25 plus 122.5 plus 180, 335. Okay, so what do you do? 335 divided by 18. It says 18.6111. 1, 2, 3. You look at the fourth significant figure because 1, 3. So round it down. 18.6 is the answer. Okay. Right, we got ratios now to deal with. Number of houses to flats. H is to F. 7 is to 4. And what's the other one? Flats is to bungalows. Flats is to bungalows. 8 is to 5. You're looking at your common letter. Flats. They must be the same number, but they are saying 4 and they're saying 8. No. They must say it's the same number. So times it by 2, so then the 4 will make it 8 then. So that gives me 14 times by 2, which is 8. Then this is 8 and then it's fine, keep the same. Then we just want house. Flats is to bungalows. And we can write it together. 14 houses, keep reading, 8 and then 5 bungalows. Bungalows are 50, so 50 divided by bungalows is 5, which is 10, times everything by 10. How many houses are in the, just times the houses, 140, that's enough. You can do this one if you want. 80 times by that 10, it's 50, but yeah, 140. Again, same thing. Flour, butter, 6 is to 5, butter, sugar, 3 is to 2. What is a common letter? Butter and butter. But it's 5 and 3, so times it by the opposite, times it by the opposite bits, just to make it same, isn't it? Times it by 3's, which is 18, 15, times this by 5, 15, 10. We will write it again. Flour, butter, sugar, 18, 15, 10. 120 grams of sugar. 120 grams divided by sugar. Remember, sugar is 10, which is 12. Times everything by 12. 18 times 12, which is 216. 180, 120. What do they want? Flour. 216 grams. Okay. Good. Pressure question. You should know the formulas. Pressure equals force divided by area. Volume is cross-sectional area. Area means normally the cross-section area. In this case, the cross-section is a base area here, like this one, the circle. Times it by, normally we say length, but in this case would be the height. You could say length or height, doesn't really matter. Same thing. Okay. They want pressure. Pressure equals to force. We don't know. Force is what? 84 over area. We don't know the area. We can work it out. Volume is 1575 equals to cross-section area times by the height, which is 21. Area is 1575 divided by 21. Which is 75. Area is 75. You put it, it's 1.12. Is your pressure. Okay? Simple. If you look at this question, what do you do? 6 times 4, which is 24. Factors of 24, that makes 5. Well, 6 times minus 4 is minus 24 anyways, but it's fine. What numbers you can multiply to make it? Shall we do 8 times 3? Yeah. 8 times 3. Or you want minus 5, so minus 8 plus 3. So you could do, you will say 6x minus 8. 6, and the other one is 6x plus 3. Everything divided by 6 instead of, you can't do 6 because remember, look, 8 can't be divided by 6 and 3 can't be divided by 6. There's no point. So instead of 6, what do you say? 3 times 2. That's 6, that's alright. 2 divided here, 3 divided here. That's 3x minus 4. 2x plus 1. So you'll write it here. 3x, factorizing 3x minus 4. 2x plus 1. You want to solve it. If you do it, x is positive 4 over 3 and x is minus 1 over 2. Look at this sign. If the sign is that way, yeah, the only way your answers are going to go, x is greater than, less than. The smallest number comes here, the biggest number comes here. You don't need to draw a box, but I'm just drawing a box to show you. Okay, that's how the answer should look for this sign. Okay, this is what we call less than. Okay, now the smallest number is minus a half because negative, and the biggest number is 4 over 3. You don't need the box. Let's get rid of the box. There you go. That's the answer. Let me write this a bit closer so it looks more better. Okay. You look at this one. You cannot do this because on your right side is not equal to 0. It needs to be equal to 0. So make it equal to 0. 6x squared plus 37x minus, because it's positive 35, bring in minus 35 less than or equal to 0, because it's, remember, it's jumping this thing, isn't it? Yeah. Then what do we do? 6 times 35 minus 35 minus 210. So you want factors of minus 210, that makes 37. Okay, so 210, let's say divided by 7 is 30. Yeah, 7 and 30. 7 and 30, but you want plus 37, so plus nice, plus 7 plus 30. But the problem is, if you multiply this, you, even though you think this might be the answer because it will give you the 37, if you multiply, it will give you plus 210. You have a negative 210, so there should be another one. Okay, so 210 divided by 42, shall we say? That's 5. Yeah, that's it. 42 times 5. The 42 you can say plus and minus. If you multiply 42 times minus 5, you see minus 210, and that's what you want. So it's not that one. Okay. So 6x plus 42. 6x minus 5. Everything divided by 6. 6 can divide here. That gives you x plus 7. 6x minus 5 less than or equal to 0. X, you can say if it's plus 7, so minus 7, x is what? Positive 5 over 6. But if you look at this sign, so it's exactly the same sign as what we had here. Like, look, less than. But it's just equal to, just put an equal to. So the answer should technically sit like that as well, right? X is greater than equal to, less than equal. Because we have an equal here, that's why we put the equal as well. Smallest number come here, minus 7 is the smallest, and the larger number is positive 5 over 6. And that's the answer. Very simple. Learn. Next one. We have a trapezium which has an area of 351. Work out the value of x. Okay. How to work out the area of trapezium? You should know. You add the parallel sides. These are your parallel sides. You add them up. If you add them up, it's how many x? 2x, this and this. Those are your parallel sides. 2x minus 4 plus 5. If you add it, it's plus 1. Times it by the height. What's the height is? 2x divided by 2. That's the formula. You add the parallel side times it by the height divided by 2 equals 351. Multiply here. Then we can multiply inside here. So if you expand the bracket, that's 4x squared plus 2x. 2 times 351, which is 702. To 4x squared plus 2x. Bring the 702 inside. Minus 702 is equal to 0 now. Now, before you solve it, you must see whether you can divide it by a number. Yes, of course, divided by 2. 2x squared plus 1x minus 351 is equal to 0. Now you're going to multiply this 2 times 351 is 702. Means minus 702. Factors of that 702, that will give you 1. Divided by, let's say, 43. No. 37. That's a long number, isn't it? 702. You want, so what's the square number that's saying? 25, 26, let's check. 27, 27 and 26, that's it. 27, 26. Because you want plus x plus 27 minus 26. 2x plus 27. 2x plus, minus 26. Everything divided by 2. 2 divides here. I guess I don't have enough space. I'm going to write here 2x plus 27. X minus 13 equals to 0. X equals to minus 27 over 2. Or x is 13. But remember, because these are length, it can't be a negative. So get rid of that. That's the answer. Okay. They want the equation of this line. You can find 2 readable points, probably here and here. That's 2, that's 1. So y equals to, what is this, 2 over 1, which is basically 2. Don't write 2 over 1, it looks stupid. Y equals 2x. And where does it cross the y-axis? Y-axis is here, minus 1. Is that okay? Of course not, because remember, the line goes that way, like look. So the negative gradient. Y equals minus 2x. Okay, make sure. Next one. Equation passing through BC. You can work out the gradient, which is change in y over change in x. 5 take away minus 2. 5 take away 2 divided by 3 take away minus 5. That's 3 over, that's a plus 8. So that's your gradient. What's the equation you should know? Y, I'll just write equation just so you can remember. Y minus y1 equal m bracket x minus x1. Y minus y1 coordinate. What is your y1 coordinate? Let's say I'm going to pick this one. The y1 coordinate is 2. Y. M is 3 over 8. X minus x1. X1 is minus 5. So technically it's a plus. Times it by 8. 8y minus 16 equals to multiply by 3. 3x plus 15. Bring everything to the right side. 8y minus 3x minus 16 minus 15 now anyways, right? That's minus 31 is equal to 0. Give your answer in the form where a, b, c are integers. Yeah, all are fine. 3 marks, simple. Next one. So you got expanding a triple bracket. That's easy. Expand here first. 3x squared plus 15x minus x minus 5. That will give you what? 3x squared plus 15 plus 14x minus 5. And you're going to multiply that by 4x minus 3. Start with the 3x squared. That will give you 12x cubed minus 9x squared. 4x squared. That will give you what? 28, 56. 56x squared minus 4, 28, 42. 42x if you multiply by minus 3. And then you minus 5, so minus 20x plus 15. That should give you 12x cubed plus 47x squared minus 62x plus 15. There you go, showed. Okay, because they show a question about the easy. Next one. A liquid A has a density, so this is like the density question. ABC, mass, volume, density. A has a density of 1.8, yeah. B has a density of 1.2. Yeah, say a centimeter cube is volume, yeah. So 80 for the A, 40 for the B, that makes 120 for C. We know because when you add 80 at 40, it's already 120, right? You can work out the mass. Mass is what? Formula. Density times volume. You should know the formula for density. Remember, density is mass over volume. You should know how to do this, right? Mass is density times volume. So 80 times 1.8, which is going to give you 144. Next one, mass is 40 times 1.2 is 48. Then you're allowed to add the masses. 144 add 48, that's going to give you 192. Then you need the density is mass divided by volume. Divided by volume 120, 1.6. The density of C, which is density of C is 1.6. That's the answer. Next one. Compound interest. 4,500 is the deposit bracket. 2.4 is going up, isn't it? Because it's saving account. So it's a 1 plus 1.024. First year to the power 1. We don't need to write 1 anyways. 1.018 for the second one. And total is 3 years, so it must be 2 here. So it will give you 4,775.2 decimal places. Remember, 38. That's the answer. Then, Bruno buys a car for 7,500. It depreciates by X. Okay, so we're just going to call it X. For each year, at the end of 2 years, the value. So 2 years. The value is 4107. Then what is X squared is? What do you do? 4107 divided by 7,500. Then take the square root it. That gives you 0.74. Then always one take away 0.74. Or take away 1 from that only. 0.26 times it by 100. 26%. So she lost 26%. Okay, some people do that number take away 1, it will give you a negative, which is a better idea, but whatever, you can do. Okay, a cumulative frequency diagram. You always use that number, the last ones, and you need a cumulative frequency. Let's see, you added 6, 23 at 9, which is 52, 77, 87, no, 97 minutes, 97 and 100. That's your cumulative frequency. So 20,6, it goes up in 3, so 20,6, then 23, 52, 23, then it's 52, then it's 77, 97, 77, then it's 97, which is here, then it's 100. Now, am I allowed to join them like this? No. Okay, that's it. 777. Always check your work always. Just in case. 52. 23 and 6. Looks okay. Work out an estimate for the number of cars who are traveling over, greater than. That means total takeaway, right? 90 kilometers an hour. It's only the number. Okay, 90 kilometers an hour. 90 kilometers an hour received. So you go to 90. $82, $84, $86, $88. So because it's 88, thus the answer is not 88. The total was, I think, look at the total number of cars. 100 was the total, right? 100 takeaway, 88. That's the answer. 12 cars. So you may get any answer between 10 to 14. Then you are right. Otherwise wrong. Interquartile range is what? Upper quartile, takeaway, lower quartile. Upper quartile. Let's have the lower quartile. Lower quartile formula is 1/4 of the total n. N is a 100. The quarter of n is a 25th value. You read the 25th value. 25th is here. That's about 42. Upper quartile is 3/4 of 100, which is 75th value. You read 75th. 75th is here. That's about 78, 79-ish. Interquartile range is upper quartile is 79, take away lower quartile is 42. So I'm getting about 37. So any answer between 35 to 39 is good. Okay. Next one. The number of pink sweet is to white sweet is 2:1. So you call it. Pink is 2 means 2x. White is x. So the total is 0.2 at 0.35, which is 0.55. One takeaway that 0.55 is 0.45. Then 0.45 divided by how many x's? There are 3, which is 0.15. X is 0.15 then. If x is 0.15, 2x is 0.3. There are 28 red sweets, so you can work out the total number of sweets. 28 divided by red. Remember, it's a red. So how much is red? 0.35, which is 28 divided by 0.35, which is 80. Then what do you do? 80 times it by white is 0.15, which will give you 12 white sweets. Okay. The whole of this side should be a non-calculator paper. Okay. They say estimates. Okay. The total area of the shape is that. So we want to round it down or round it up, whatever you prefer. To be honest, you can't prefer that. It needs to be 1. So you won't be able to say it's 5,000. That's just too less. I would say two significant figure on this case. So what would be that? 5,400. Okay. Estimate. How many squares do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divided by 6. 900. That would be the area of the square. So how to work out each one? Square root of 900, right? Which is 30. Is it an overestimate or underestimate? What did we do in the beginning? It's an underestimate. Why? 5,406 is rounded down to 5,400. So therefore it's an underestimate. Okay? You should always see the first number that you Okay, do not type these things on a calculator. These are non-calculated. Okay, so you need to cube root of 8 and raise it to the power of 4, because bottom one there. Cube root of 27, root it to the power of 3, raise it to the power of 4. What number, if you multiply 3 times you get 8, is 2. That's 3. 2 to the power of 4, 16. 3 to the power of 4 is 81. 16 over 81. This is the multiplication. If you root 4 of 81 times by root to the power 4 of 10 to the power 8, that's easy. What number, if you multiply it 4 times you get 81, is 3. This and this can divide. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So technically 10 to the power 2, which is 100. Okay, 8 divided by 4 is 2. 10 to the power 2 is 100. So 300 is the answer. 64 to the power half, which is square root of 64, which is 8. But because of negative power, 1 over 8. Three to the power n divided by 3 squared to the power n minus 1. 3 to the power n divided by 3 to the power, you multiply 2n minus 2. If you take away 3 to the power n, take away 2n plus 2, not minus 2. 3 to the power n minus 2n is minus n, plus 2 is the answer. Okay. Next one. Enlarge by a positive scale factor. Sometimes it could be a positive scale factor. The center point is here. Okay. From here to here, how many points? So you go 1, 2. So 2 right and 0 times it by, what's that, 1.5. That gives you 3 and 0. So you go 3 to the right from the center. You go 3 to the right and 0. There you go. 1. That one. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 0 right or whatever, and 4 up. Times it by 1.5, which is going to give you what, 0 and 1.6, 0 and 1.6. Sorry, 0 and 1.6, which is here. Okay, and then this one, you go 1, 2, 3, 4 right, 4 up, 4 right, 4 up, times it by 1.5. That means you go 6 and 6, 6 right, 6 up. That's not 6 right. 6 right, 6 up. There you go. Okay. Enlarge by a negative scale factor of minus 2 using the enlargement 0,6. 0,6 is here. That's the scale center point. Let's start with this point. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4 right, 1 down. 4 right, 1 down. 1 down means minus 1 times it by minus 2. This is sorry, you start with the center, don't you? From the center, 1, 2, 3, 4 left, 1 up. Minus 4, 1 times it by minus 2, which is 8 and minus 2. So you go 8 right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 down, 1, 2, which is here. Then this one, from the center you go 1, 2, 2 right, 2 left, 1, 2 up. Minus 2, 2 times by minus 2, which is 4 and 4. So you go 4 right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one. So you go 2 left, minus 2, 4 up, times by minus 2, 4 and minus 8. You go 4 and minus 8, which is here. This one, you go 4 left, 4 up, minus 4, 4, times by minus 2, 8, minus 8. So you go 8 right, 8 down, which is here. There you go. Should look more or less like that. Okay. Next one. 208 as a product of prime factors. So the 280. 28 times 10. 10 is 5 and 2. Prime numbers. 28 is 4 and 7. Prime number. 2 and 2. So how many 2's? 1, 2, 3. 2 to the power 3 times 5 times 7. So 280 equals to 2 to the power 3 times 5 times 7. 630 you get it. It's 63 times 10. 10 is 2 and 5. 63 is 7 times 9. And 9 is 3 times 3. 630 is 2 times 3. How many squared? Times it by 5 times 7. It needs to be the common number lowest power, right? For the highest common factor. Common number 2 is common, so yeah, the lowest power 2 to the power 1 technically 2. 3 is a common number. No, 5. Yeah, common number. It's 5. It's always 7. That's it. That's 10 times 7, 70. It's your highest common factor. Okay. The next one. Work out an estimate for the distance traveled between the first 30 seconds using 3 strips. 30 seconds, 3 strips, so 30 divided by 3. So we'll go here. 30 seconds, 3 strips, okay. So that number is 42, 4, 6, 8, 52, 4, 54, 80, 76, 74. Work it backward is quicker, isn't it? 78, no, not 74. 80, 78, 76. This one. 100, 98, 96, 94, 90, 88, 86, 84, 82, 80. That's fine. And what's the height? The height, this is your height. That's 10. Here is 10. Okay. You want the distance traveled? Cool. So you're gonna go, what is it? 0 add 54. So first one is a triangle. So the 54 times by the height is 10 divided by 2. 270. Next one, 54 at 76 times by the height, which is 10 divided by 2, which is 54. I'm writing 24. 54. $650. Next one, 76 at 92 times it by 10 divided by 2. $840. What is the total? $1760 meters. And that's the answer. No more, no less. Okay, exactly like that. Next one. You want the gradient at 17.5. That's exactly in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here is 17.5, exactly in the middle. Here and here, you put one cross before, one dot after. You can make the triangle here. You can make a smaller triangle or bigger triangle, it's up to you. 5, 6, 7. This is 7 to 25. What's that? That's 18. This goes up to 15. 15.5, 16, 16.5, 17, 17.5, 18, 18.5. So what's the gradient then? What's that? 18.5 divided by 18. So that's like 1 point something, isn't it? 1.03. So I'm getting 1.03. So any answer between 0.8 to 1.2 is good. Okay, if you got anything between 0.8 and 1.2, that seems is okay. Describe the gradient. So this is not the, oh, if you have distance is speed, then speed is accelerations thing, because you got volume. So do it in terms of the unit, liters per, what is that, second. Okay, that's here gradient represent. The next one, inequality graphs. The first one we will always draw that one and that one. Make sure it's dot line. X is greater than 1. So go to x-axis 1. That's 1 on there, right? That's x is greater than 1. Then y is greater than minus 2. Y-axis minus 2. This is y-axis minus 2. Then you can draw this one. X, y. Put in number 0, 1. If you put 0, it's minus 1. If you put 1, it's 1. 0 minus 1. The other one is 1, 1. Y is less than 2x minus 1. And this one makes the y the subject. Y is equal to 3 minus x. So bring the x to the other side. X is 0, x is 1. If you put 0, it's 3. If you put 1, it's 2. 0, 3, 1, 2. 0, 3. Then 1, 2. It's easy if it was a solid line, if it has equal to and stuff, but it's not, so. Okay. Then you want to see which is the shaded part. So if you technically look at it, if it's greater than, then you know in that area, above that, and this one, it's greater than that, so you know it's on the right, so it should be here, here, here. So it could be that one. It's less than that, so it could be that one or that one. So this one and this one. And it's less than that, that means it's this one, so you know. Okay, histogram. Okay, you should know how to draw a histogram and the whole thing that comes along with it, which is what let's see. So you need a class width, which is 20 take away 10 is 10, 35 take away 25 is 15, that's 15, 20, that's 10. Frequency density, then you divide it 3.5, 3, 5, 2, 8. So your frequency density, this is called frequency density, goes up to maximum of 8. So you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it doesn't go up to 8. Sorry, 8 divided by 10 is 0.8. My bad. Okay. So 10 to 20 is 3.5. Then 20 to 35 is 3. 35, okay, this is 35 here, remember. Then 35 to 50 is 5. Uh, 50 to 70 is 2. 70 to 80 is 0.8. 70 to 80 is 0.8. and that's it. Your histogram is drawn. Always remember frequency density using frequency divided by class width. That will give you the frequency density. Remember the formula. Frequency density is always your frequency divided by class width. Okay. Then work out an estimate for the number of plants with a height greater than 40. So you want to go to 40 and you want bigger than 40. So if I cross out 40, you want bigger than 40 is the area on your right. So what is it? Here, how far is that? Here is 10 times, how much is it? 5, the height, which is 50. You know what? 50 to 70. It's here. 40. I don't need to work out the area. It's fine. 8. That's 98 in total. Okay. Next one. 24. Okay, they give you a histogram and they ask you stuff on it. 24 oranges were less than 20 grams. Okay. Medium oranges were between 35 and then work out an estimate for the number of medium oranges. Okay. 24 oranges were less than 20 grams. So this is 24, the total. So what do you do? Divided by 20. Which is 1.2. So you know this is, that's 1.2. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. You want between 35 and 55. 35, where is it? 35. 35 is here. And 55. 50. That's not 35. 35 is here. 51, 2, 3, 4, 5. 55 is here. So you realistically want the area. It's a bit there. And there. 35 to 50, that is 15 times by 2.2. That's going to give you what? 33. And then here to here, that's 5 times, what's this? 1.8. 5 times 1.8 is 9, I think. Then the total. The medium orange is 33 plus 9 is 42 medium oranges. Okay. Next one. This is similar shape. We have done similar shapes as well in terms of length, area, volume. Okay. Length, area, volume. So we got A and B. The volume of that A is that and that. You can't just put it back in because it's not going to work nicely. 1836 simplify divided by 4352. If you divide it, 1836 divided by, that gives you 4. That gives you 27 over 64. Now you can recognize these numbers because it's a cubic number, isn't it? That's what you put in. Don't put those numbers in. Does that make sense, right? You should simplify them. I would put it on a fraction to simplify them. It's quicker in a calculator. So volume is 27 and B is 64. You can go back to the length. Cube root of that is 3. Cube root of that is 4. Square that to make it area, which is 9. Square it is 16. The total surface area of B is 1120. So 1120 divided by B, which is area, right? 16 times it by area of A, 9. 630 is the area of A. Simple. Is that okay? Next one. We have bottle A has surface area. Okay, right. So same kind of stuff, very basic. Let's see. Now, area of A and B are 240 and 540. Now, am I going to write it there straight away? No, because you have to always make sure it gets simplified. Okay, so let's simplify it now. So I'm going to go 240 over 54. 540. which will give you 4/9. So the area for A is 4. Sorry. The area for A is 4 and then B is 9. Then the length would be square root of 4 is 2. 3. Volume is 2 cubed is 8. 3 cubed is 27. So the volume of B is 2025. 2025 divided by volume of B, which is 27, times it by volume of A, which is 8. $600. The next one. You know what root 12? Root 12 is root 4, root 2. Root 4 is root 4 times root 3. Sorry. Root 4 is 2, so 2 root 3. Root 3 at 2 root 3 is 3 root 3. Okay. Next one. If you times it by to the power 7, so it's technically 1 over root 3 times, I'm going to write it 7 times. You know what? Root 3 times 3 has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The top numbers are 1, so that's easy. 1 over. Root 3 times root 3 is what? Root 9, which is 3. Root 3 times root 3 is root 9, that's 3. This is root 3 times root 3 is root 9, which is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. 27 root 3. To rationalize it, times it by root 3. Times it by root 3. Don't times it by 27 root 3, that's just rubbish. Root 3 over 27 root 9. Root 9 is 3. Root 3 over 3 times 27 is 81. Non-calculator, remember, right? Next one. So if you go something like this, root 8 is basically what? Root 4, root 2. Root 4 is 2, so that's 6 minus 2 root 2 over root 2 minus 1 times it by root 2 plus 1 over root 2 plus 1. You multiply it. That's 6 root 2 plus 6 minus 2 root 4 minus 2 root 2 over root 4 plus root 2 minus root 2 minus 1. Remember, these always cancel. Square numbers, what do we have square numbers wise? That's 2. That's 2 times 2 is 4. That's it. Then what do we have? 6 minus 4 here, which is 2. 6 root 2 minus 2 root 2 is 4 root 2 over 2, take away 1 is 1. 1 you don't need to put it, it's fine. 2 root 2 plus 4 root 2 then. Next one. Completing the square. Take 3 outside. X squared plus 4x plus 19. 3 bracket bracket. X plus 2 squared. Take away 4 plus 19. Multiply by 3. 3 bracket x plus 2. X plus 2 squared minus 12 plus 19. 3 x plus 2 squared plus 7. And you're turning, if you, it is written in that format, but if you want the turning point, it's minus 2 comma